Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Rachel Silver, and I am a fan of most of Dr. Dain Heer's books, and I'm also a fan of bodies. And tomorrow I have a date with my beautiful friend, Dr. Helen Gidlovich, about bodies called A Date with Your Body. And you guys are all invited to that. It'll be a Facebook Live in our Being You Without Hiding Facebook group or a Zoom. There's a link posted, or I'll post a link where you can register to get the recordings. But it's so funny that we kept talking about bodies, and we scheduled the Zoom about bodies, and lo and behold, today, a wonderful, amazing new book by Dr. Dain Heer, and I have not really started reading it yet, but I did buy it, and today there's a launch price of $2.99 on Kindle, and I've got my friendly neighborhood Kindle right here, and I opened it just to, read it with my cup of coffee and enjoy myself and my body as the airplanes and the helicopters go flying past. When I opened this, and it brought tears to my eyes. I love this so much, so I wanted to just read to you the very beginning of the book. And this book, by the way, is based, if I'm not mistaken, I may be mistaken, but I don't think I'm mistaken, but you never know, on a Kajabi course that Dr. Dain has done for people who work with bodies, for people. It isn't just working with bodies, though, as soon as you have a body, you already have this information station receiving so much awareness and information about what's going on in other bodies. And it's such a gift to have a body, to be able to experience everything, to be able to contribute to other people's experiences as well. And I joined his Kajabi course, probably after, I don't know if it was ever like live or just up there in modules, but it's absolutely brilliant. And it contributed a lot to not going to the wrongness of me and not having to take so many things on from other people. Ooh, sounds like thunderbolts of lightning. Very, very, not frightening, but exciting. Rolling in this direction very soon. But the beauty for me of the Kajabi program has been to really relax into having a body and receiving awarenesses with my body and enjoying a body. Hence, we'll talk more about that tomorrow with Helen and I in A Date with Your Body. But I just wanted to read to you because I have so much gratitude. Gratitude from the Body Whispering book by Dr. Dain Heer. You may think you were the one that chose to read this book, or even buy the program on Kajabi. I'm pretty sure you were not. There is quite possibly something way more potent at work here. Your body. Oh, you, my friend, just get to go along for the ride. For so long, we've been ignoring our body's awarenesses and capacities. Now they are awakening. Our bodies are hearing the call from the earth and the world around us, and their whispers are becoming louder every day. This book is your invitation to become a body whisperer. To find out what that truly means, you'll have to read the book. During this journey, I will do my best to show you what I started to become aware of many years ago when I realized that bodies talk to me all the time, very loudly. It will sound different for you than it does for me, but the basics still apply. The very first step is acknowledging that yes, bodies do talk, just not in words. I would like to thank my body for showing me what is truly possible, and to simultaneously apologize to it for how long it took me to start to listen. Now, those are Dr. Dain's words, but damn, that is so true for me as well. I would like to thank every single body that I've had the honor and pleasure of meeting, working on, playing with, and learning from these past 20 plus years. In truth, every body I've ever met, every hug, and every session I've ever gifted or received has contributed to this book. And finally, I would like to thank Gary Douglas. Meeting him and doing the very first session of what I now call the energetic synthesis of being more than 20 years ago introduced me to the true capacities that we and our bodies have available together. Without that invitation, my body and I may never have become the co-creators we are today. Gary often says that everything he's ever learned, he learned from a horse. For me, every step into greatness I have ever taken has started with a whisper from my body. And I'm like all tearing up already. Is now the time for you to meet your body for real. Alas, it begins, and the earth and all the bodies inhabiting it are rejoicing. Dain. Now, I don't know if y'all have ever heard Dr. Dain as he begins an energetic synthesis of communion, an ESC. And my invitation to you, if you have heard an ESC, then you know Dain's voice just speaks to you and invites you to uncover, because it isn't so much about discovering as it is going within. And when he begins and says, take a deep breath in from the top of your head down to the tips of those cute, sweet, adorable little toes of yours, this really life-changing conversation begins. And the way this book is written, and that is all I've read of the book so far, and the way the Being You Changing the World book is written is literally a conversation with you, a conversation with him, and almost, if you'd like to call it that, like an ESC unfolding in progress. So my invitation to you is to pick up a copy of the book. That's one invitation to you. Just go to bodywhispererbook.com or go to Amazon and look it up. Today on launch day, it is $2.99. I imagine it'll be about 10 or 12 bucks or something, who knows, later on. Every country is a little bit different. And no, this book has not yet been translated. If you can perceive and receive the gift of the energetic conversation, whether or not it goes cognitively to your head, you'd be letting in the energy that begins to melt any concepts of separation or isolation or need that you may have had. And this joyful, beautiful, melting possibility can come into the world. And the second thing that I would like to invite you to, actually 3 things, oh my God. 1 is this body whispering book. 2 is the conversation that I will have with Helen tomorrow. It will be at 11 o'clock Houston time, if you want to look that up, in the morning, not at night, obviously. And it's called A Date with Your Body, hence the little thingy up above. And is an invitation to begin a conversation, much like this book is as well. And I can't wait for it. And I would love for you to bring yourselves and bring your bodies. Yes, it will be in a Facebook Live like this is, but it will also be via Zoom, not via StreamYard. So if you if you've received Helen's emails, if you're on her mailing list, I don't tend to mail very much. I suck at mailing lists, but I've posted in my Facebook page and in the Being You Without Hiding Facebook group where we'll be streaming, and in the Space of Possibilities Facebook group where I'll be sharing it. I've posted the Zoom information, the registration link to get the Zoom information. I'll share the live there as well. If you'd like a recording, you're welcome to register. It's not obligatory, obviously, just if you would like to receive the recording. But it's the beginning of a different conversation. I did not grow up with appreciation or kindness or love for my body or gratitude for my body. And I am so excited that we have that even as a possibility. So that was 2, right? Number 3. Well, actually, it was more than 3. Wow. But yes, 3. Being You Day is May 22nd. And, I've been around the tools of access consciousness since 2011 when I discovered, um, funny words, funny things being said, like the clearing statement, asking questions. What a concept. We're the creators of our life and living in universe. Whoa, that was a whole new reality. You mean we're not victims? You mean things don't just happen to us? Wow. And the one class that I avoided like the plague, though I purchased the book when it first came out, the Being You book. I have one of the original printings. It's been well chewed and well loved by my dog. but I read the book, highlighted, underlined, dog-eared and everything. I got the audiobook and had Dr. Dain's voice reading the book out loud to me. I've read the book to others. I've done book clubs with the book. Well, I've done that after becoming a Being You certified facilitator. But until last year, I frickin' refused to step into a Being You class. Ever. I mean, that was just I ain't going there. There might be too much to unravel. And when I began looking at the gift of being, and the gift of being with my body, there is this raw, melty, spacey, grateful, magical vulnerability that began to open up in my world. And I recognized the difference between being and between trying to get anything quote unquote right, or trying to fit or conform into anyone else's reality. There's such a beauty and a gift that's available when we're willing to be us. And to be us with our bodies, holy moly, what a yummylicious experience. So those are 3 invites. Dr. Helen Gitlovich is also coming to Guatemala next week for a 3-day body class, which obviously you have to bring your body to, because bodies love being touched. And also, she's having another class, which is not an access consciousness class, but is a gift for beings and bodies as well. So the thing is, you'll know, and your body will guide you. And if you're willing to listen to its whispers, it can open up so much beauty and so much possibility in your life and in the world. And it's so much nicer to be able to tune in and listen when your body's whispering, rather than smacking you in the face with a brick or a disease or a diagnosis or anything like that. So what else is possible and available with your body, with your being, that you've never imagined? And yeah, I saw, Rita and Juana, that you already purchased the books. That's awesome. I'm so excited. These books where Dr. Dain is writing in such a conversational tone is really like an ESC, energetic synthesis of communion, unfolding. And how does it get even better and yummier than that? I am grateful, and I'm going to take my coffee cup and go curl up while smelling the oncoming scent of the rain. Bye, y'all.